Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, sir. To be honest, I don't even want to trade today. All I want to do is enjoy charts. That's all I want to do, bro. Like, all I want to do is thank God for giving me eyes to witness candles, bro, even if it sounds weird. Because yeah, I just love trading, and that's the only thing I really care about. Loving trading, and regardless if I'm going to have a trade or not, I just want to love trading and enjoy my existence every day, regardless if I have a trade or not. And that's what I'm gonna do today. Just purely enjoy charts. And one thing I was thinking about, like, that I would have as an anchor is morning, bro. Morning is always be happy that every single day I'm getting to witness a different scenario. I'm getting to witness a different scenario. I'm getting to learn. I'm getting to study, and that's all I need. That's all I need, to be honest. Um, yeah. Let me do some watch DXY. Each day we open the charts. Yes, sir. Let's see what we have. I mean, we clearly instantly reach into this low. What do we actually have in here? Because it's a bit weird. We do have this kind of buy sell liquidity though. Let's start with the 4 hour on DXY. We didn't take this high, but we look like we're inversing. Yeah, and we retested this big ass 4 hour. You kind of look bearish at this point, at least into this low, I would say. But I can say I really like DXY here. It's still not clear where we're heading, so let's start with H1 and see. DAX. I mean, yeah, Euro looks pretty good though. It looks pretty good on being bullish because we have this buy sell liquidity stacked here. Regardless of us having this equilibrium POI, we have buy sell liquidity getting stacked. So we're pretty clear on drawing towards that. The same DXY is drawing lower towards this, but DXY already reached this low. So this is something we gotta be careful many times, because sometimes DXY reaches the objective early, and because of that, Euro doesn't. So something to really be careful out here. But I think generally we should be chilling towards buying. I would want to see this retrace. If we see this retrace, this can be a decent buy already. Even though we have technically the sell side, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is good. If we see a retrace into here, we can definitely be buying towards this buy sell liquidity. And yeah, even on the 4 hour, look at this. This was a 4 hour FVG apparently. So yeah, we look kind of bullish here, at least towards the next POIs, maybe towards this order block again. We look pretty bullish. Let's see, do we have some sell side? We actually even have the sell side to raid here. So yeah, this is a good idea to be looking to buy. We also have this inversion. Yeah, it's pretty good on looking to buy, and we have a lot of R potential here. We have 23 pips, so we have a lot of R potential. Let's see GU. GU is a bit stronger, I think. No, I like GU because it's a lot more resistance on the lows here. That's what I like about GU. The same idea, I kind of like GU a bit better here on buying, because we have this inversion. We have a way better POI here, so I might actually be down to buy here on GU towards this high. Do we have, should we have reason of concern? I wouldn't say really, because we didn't even reach this 4 hour look. This is what I like about GU here, because this high didn't retest this 4 hour, so it's pretty clear that we're gonna draw higher and retest at least that 4 hour. Yeah, I like GU. GU straight out of the bat, we can look to be buying here. It looks good. It looks better than Euro. Yeah, this FVG is perfect here. It's in the middle of the range. Even on lower time frame we have, yeah, this is good. We can definitely be buying here on GU. So GU becomes top tier for us. Also AU looks very bullish, but yeah, we don't have that clear of a draw on liquidity, so I'm just gonna skip. Most likely I'm just gonna skip yeah, AUDUSD. It's a bit overextended, not much structure, but we can definitely be trading higher, and it looks very strong Asia compared to the rest. Also, we came on open, we mitigated this 50-minute VG right here, and then we just rally, and now we're on the break higher. Technically we can be buying, but we don't really have that solid of a draw. I wouldn't be drawn to this side. I'll be drawn like here. We're gonna see, but definitely I like GU better. This looks bearish, can be a point of no return, but it's a very small idea of this inversion. You know what I mean? Like only like, what is this, 3 pips, not even 3 pips. Like if we inverse this looking to target the low, too small of an idea, sadly. And yeah, it looks definitely bearish. We came off that external range liquidity. Now we're looking to retrace to something internal. I would say our something internal is probably here. This is the most optimal POI we should be retracing towards. So also 4-hour gap printed. Yeah, this looks very bearish here. Very bearish. If we inverse this 4-hour, we might be looking at sell continuation towards the next 4-hour. Yeah, which is also overlapping with this. Yeah, this looks decent again if we form it. DAX doesn't look that great. We look a bit bullish. Yeah, we look a bit bullish definitely on DAX here, because we have this 4-hour inverse that we just retested. We didn't take all this buy side liquidity, so I would say we're still be drawing higher. I don't really see a reason why we would reverse. See here on the sell side, we have sell side getting raided. So what is the reason of us reversing? We have a 4-hour inverse getting respected, so it's too likely to see a bit of bullish intent, but we don't have POI to trade off. So the only way I would trade off here is if I see a 50-minute gap higher. So this is one of the slightly more decent pairs for today. Gold, as usual, fucking rallying, doesn't give a shit. That's why I don't like trading gold. Gold doesn't retrace. Look at this. And you know, we talked about this for honor, if I call it like that. Gold doesn't fucking retrace. Like, look at this shit. Look at the last days. Not even here. It doesn't fucking retrace. It just keeps going. And considering your strategy external to internal, yeah, it's just making things harder for yourself. Oh, this looks very bearish on UJ. Very, very bearish. We do have this 4-hour right there. Let's see hourly. The thing is, the range is pretty balanced. We should be reaching lower. Yeah, gold is just, bruh. Gold is just not it. Gold is just rallying. This is very strong. Look at this. Buy sell liquidity rate into fucking massive melt. So probably not really want to trade UG. So definitely GU I'm looking at for London. I like this GU trade. Even with buy sell liquidity rated here, I don't really care. We still have New York highs here and we have intent. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. I like this trade, so that's what I'm gonna wait. It's a very simple idea. I want to see us retrace into this kind of equilibrium. If we take it from the wick, it's equilibrium. That's how I take Fibonacci's anyway. So yeah, just looking at these buys, a short idea. We have kind of unmitigated POI in a sense. It is mitigated, but I would still consider it unmitigated with this high. So unmitigated POI and drawn liquidity, we should be easy. We inversed, we formed a gap here. It's pretty clear that we're gonna do that. That's all I care about, to be clear on doing an idea, and this is my idea. 12.5 pips, that's all I need. Even this can offer like a 2-3 hour with 1 minute entry. So yeah, this is definitely what I'm looking at. Euro looks a bit more weird, and because of DXY reaching into the low, if we reach into the low, I'm not gonna be considering these buys. If we don't, and if we start retracing here, that would be a lot better, right? If we see this, because that would mean Euro has reason to draw lower. As I said many times, DXY fucks trades like this, because let's say DXY takes this liquidity, Euro doesn't, and because DXY took the liquidity, Euro reverses without taking this. So that's what we gotta always be careful at, with how we correlate objectives with DXY. But yeah, we're chilling. I would say if we retrace now, we're chilling on also taking this Euro buys, but I would still prefer GU because it looks way more bullish. It's a lot of resistance here. I'm really not scared at all, and I don't know, in reversing, because we have too much resistance here. Imagine, like, this is from 6 to like now, it's more than 12 hours. It's 16 hours of price action. Just a block of orders here. That's what I like. I actually like this. So yeah, we're looking at this buy. The CVG looks good here. Just is open at the middle of the range. Not really sell side. We do have this very minor sell side here, but yeah. Even with Asia high taken, we don't really care. We have POI to follow up to the next objective. We do have sort of let's see, sort of a POI that's strong here, but think about it, that POI got mitigated fully. What does that mean? At least for me, it means that this POI lost relevance. Once a POI is mitigated once, it loses a lot of relevance on holding next. So it's unlikely for us to keep holding that high again, and this is actually the second mitigation, so it's even better, because we mitigated twice. Usually this is a pattern I see a lot of times in price as well. When we mitigate once, we react hard, then we mitigate twice, we retrace, and the third time we just break through. That's actually good because these mitigations really took away relevance and orders from here. So we have an easy time on delivering, at least towards this high. I cannot say about this high is if you look here at price, we also have this, which can definitely act as a very good POI if we think about it, right? Because it's above this high, and it's also in the 4-hour VG. So it's has a high chance of holding this without taking the highs. Highs that make deep pullbacks or that mitigate POIs are unlikely to get taken. They're more likely to hold, and we see that also it mitigated the 50% of the VG. So this is the strong high. When I see something like this, I'm not expecting this high to get taken, so I'm targeting this. Yeah, this is unlikely to get taken because of that. Not only because it mitigated middle of the 4-hour, it also has a lower time frame here, a lower time frame AVG, and it also has a lot of liquidity to get onto our way. So yeah, it's a very strong POI. So we don't want to be really looking to stretch here and target this. Nah, we're just looking to this. We know that this is very easy to get taken, so that's what all we care about. We care about having a high win rate, and we care about, yeah, that's pretty much it. We just care about having a high win rate and taking the high quality moves. Here we have a POI, which again, like, this is kind of perfect because we're clearing bearish POIs. See, even now on this, we're clearing this bearish POI, so we can have an easy time on delivering higher towards this. So like, price is kind of unfolding pretty much perfectly here for what I want to see. Even if this stays open, I'm not trading off it because it's just lower probability. We might even come a bit deeper towards this inverse. I'm not scared about the sell side. I feel like eventually we're gonna reach back here, but now because of so much resistance, I think we're chilling on reaching here. Maybe on like long-term reversal plan, we will come for these, as these are a lot of sell side. But these also, one thing that I'm noticing a lot of times is when we have more than 2 taps, meaning more than 2 equal lows, when you have 3 equal lows, sell side becomes unlikely to get taken. That's just what I noticed. When we have not 2 taps, when we have 3 taps, it's unlikely for the sell side to get taken, and most of the times it just holds higher. Also a thing I've been noticing lately. Yeah, that's it. We just want to trade. We definitely want to be trading GU here. GU's better. DAX, we want to see bullish price action, but we want to see it needs time to print. It definitely needs time to print. UK, we might have this idea, but it's kind of short term. Of this inversion, we can only target this low, but of this big 4-hour inversion, we can target lower. So this is probably what we're waiting for on UK. So GU and UK, I'm kind of looking at. UJ is too bearish, AU is too bullish. DAX needs structure. Euro, yeah, we can also look at Euro is our second option, but for me, again, GU is more quality here, more likely to pursue higher prices. So I'm gonna stick to GU. Let me get ready in case, I don't know, we need to execute. Oh my god, no, fuck, I need to log in again. I closed my terminal by mistake, and now I need to log in again, but it's all good. Yeah, we're looking chilling. I like this. This is a good trade. If it happens, I'm willing to take it, definitely. So let's see. I mean, it should not be hard to retrace, though. We're already retracing. Why it should not be hard? Because we're fighting that 5-minute POI. These are usually also, these are some pretty strong POIs I see a lot of times in price. At the top of the move in this pattern as well. Let me see. This pattern as well, that is like an inverse, some shit like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a pattern that I see, this right here. And this was actually pretty clean. Like, look how this was actually a pretty clean New York reversal. We sweep London highs. Look at this on the 5-minute, it's very clean. 5-minute inverse here, look how we respected that shit. And then melt towards this low resistant lows. This was a very nice reversal here. Very nice reversal. Okay, so I kind of want to see this though. Oh, so look at this breaker. This is really good. Would want to see lower prices here just for, yeah, this breaker looks extremely good here. Let me open my terminal. Okay, we're chilling. I really like this breaker. It's a very good breaker. Very nice candle for a breaker. Yeah, it's just a very nice candle. This is the type of order blocks or breakers you want to trade. So let's see if we retrace. I do want to see us retrace at least into this though. I would prefer still the breaker if possible. If not, yeah. We also have this, which can act as our entry for higher prices. But as I said, I actually want to see price come a bit lower to that breaker because it just looks too good. And why this breaker? Because it's also overlapping with this 50-minute inverse. So this would be kind of the last point of support in a sense. So I would want to see price come as deep as possible, and this can offer us pretty huge R if you think about it. Pretty huge R. Because from here, imagine like we get I don't know, like a 5, even 5 pip is a lot for my entries for 1 minute. We get like 3.7 R, which is pretty good, and we get like 2.5 R on the high. So yeah, it's a lot of R. Yeah, let's just see it unfold. It should be fine. We are getting a bit of bearish momentum, but I wouldn't be worried. I think sadly, even if it retraces here, this still becomes our point of entry. So this is probably our idea. 2R, I'm taking it. 2R is good because we are coming a bit aggressive, and this is the last point of defense for sellers in a sense. So for us to be trading higher, we need to see this getting disrespected. This doesn't matter. We need to see the last point. That's what my strategy is called, the point of no return. When we inverse this shit, it's the point of no return. It's very clear that we're reaching higher. So this is kind of my idea. Let's see if we get it. Overall, I think we do, because it's just a very good breaker we have. But it might also come for the sell side though. That's also a potential outcome. We might come for that sell side and just completely. We're also forming a 50-minute bearish gap here. If we do inverse this, we can be looking to target the sell side. Like we can trade both sides of the market. It doesn't have to be only one side, because even if for the bearish cases, if we think about it, we have buy side liquidity, we have Asian high sweep into an inverse with sell side, very clear draw, unmitigated POI and sell side. So in this case, we can actually trade both scenarios, but I would want to see, I don't know, us close below this for me to take the shorts. Until then, yeah, oops, I don't know what I did. So if we close, even though we have that, see, we have the 50-minute inverse, this is what I would wait for to get close below. When we go on lower time frame, we have this 1 minute. So until this gets inversed, I'm not looking to trade. You would be surprised how many times a 1 minute VG like this ends up holding higher and price reverses of this shit. So yeah, for bearish cases, I need to see this get inversed. For me, this is a way smaller idea, but I can get easily 1R here. I'm just taking whatever the market's giving me, my bad. Let's check real quick the other pairs, but yeah, not really looking at any other pairs right now, because we have pretty much a lot of bearish momentum coming in. It doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna reverse. It's pretty optimal for London Open just to retrace, and then like 15 minutes in, we get like right there we get the bullish momentum and we continue order flow. So we're just being patient. We can trade both sides in this case, because we also have really good sell side. We have really good sell side here, but we need to see this get inverse. So this can be one of our other ideas. Right there, 1.4. It's all good though. If we inverse this again, it's the point of no return. Why? Because this is the last point of bullish defense in a sense. When this gets broken, it's the point of no return. We're very clear on reaching lower and taking this. But we actually look like we're holding bullish. Look at this shit, bro. Look how we come and respect that equilibrium of the breaker block. Is crazy. That middle of the breaker block. Look at that precision though. It's kind of crazy. Now many people actually trade off this inverse, but again, remember what I said. I need to be trading off the point of no return, because if we trade here, it doesn't really mean much until this gets inversed, because we might just do this shit and then fucking continue lower, because yeah, this doesn't mean that much. Let's see, I'm actually curious what we're gonna do. Let me play some music there. But for now, it's pretty nice price action. I actually enjoyed this. Pretty much regardless if I have a trade or not. We're fighting a bit. We have still sellers, but I still believe that we're actually gonna pin bullish. by the looks of it, and this bearish candle is gonna get rejected and we're gonna start breaking higher. That's what I think, because overall this breaker is too good, right? And eventually, maybe after we reach here, then we can reach back into sell side. Maybe we can also look at a New York reversal. For New York, I would consider, or late. Like, that's how I see this day. I don't know if I'm gonna be right, but this is how I see this day. I see us printing bullish from here, reach here in London, and then lunchtime initiates a swing lower, and then New York just opens here. We form that lower high, and then we reverse and come towards the sell side. I actually seen this intraday profile a lot of times. I'm just gonna save it just in case. That's what I see here. I'm gonna get ready in case we have something. Why did I say it's so Russian? But I definitely need also to see some structure so I can have a good stop loss, because we cannot look at something like this. Definitely not. I mean, we can. We have our 1 hour, but I wouldn't prefer on looking at that. Definitely not. So, yo, yeah. Oh, this was a trade here, bro. But stop loss is not that safe. Fuck, I missed this shit. This was actually a sell of that 50 minute version reaching towards the low, but I missed it. Fuck, I actually missed this shit. I wasn't paying attention, but maybe we can get in. Maybe we get another opportunity to get in here. I don't know if I can execute 7 lots on it's actually decent. I'm actually willing to take this because it's my strategy, but I need R. I cannot execute here because I don't have R. So I need price to pull back into that FVG again, which it is currently doing, but it doesn't let me execute, bro. I think it also kind of saved me from an L. I cannot execute because I cannot execute 7 lots on UK. The stop loss is too small, and apparently I don't have enough margin to be executing this, but this could have been one of the trades. Maybe it actually is saving me from a loss, but overall it's pretty much doing what I wanted it to do. Last point of no return, this inversion right there, and yeah, this would have been it, but I cannot execute. Just too small position where it's really irrelevant, I would say. I can maximum execute like I don't know, 0.1%, something like that. I can only execute 2 lots, which is extremely fucking small. 2 lots is, yeah, 0.2%, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna execute. We can watch it, but yeah, this was one opportunity. This is annoying. I don't know why we don't have margin for UK and DAX. I can only execute 2 lots, and here for risking 1% I need 7 lots, which is kind of crazy though. But yeah, I'm just curious. It's probably still gonna hold, but sadly, I don't know, bro. It's annoying as fuck. Why don't you let me execute with proper sizing? Like, bro, it's a demo account, bro. Why don't you let me execute, bro? It's annoying, but yeah, it would have been a 0.2%. Maybe I could have taken even with that 0.2%, but yeah, it pretty much is gonna play instantly. Yeah, look at this shit. Sad, bro. It didn't let me execute, but it is what it is. Look at this shit. It would have played in like 1 fucking candle. But it's irrelevant, really. Yeah, 1 candle TP. I don't know why they have margin on fucking UK apparently. This is also good here. We're gonna focus on this. Yeah, I do know about SMT. Look at this. It would have played out pretty much instantly. But it's not too late, because we might get some shit like this, retrace into this open gap, and then we can trade lower. Oh my god, it's annoying, bro. The stop loss is too small and I cannot execute. Why, bro? It was just one candle TP. Where? On what pair, bro? I did say from the start this was what I was looking at, and then if we inverse USD and GBP USD will fall aggressively. Okay, brody. We'll see about that. It does depend. My idea is bullish, so if we get our bullish key, if we inverse this out, I will say we're bullish. I don't know what your stop loss can hit. Yeah, bro. That's your opinion, bro. I'm trading my strategy, you're trading yours, so everybody trades their own way. Yeah, bro. I don't know why people just, a lot of people be coming in and just telling me how I trade, telling me how I should trade. Bro, you have to understand we're different traders, bro. I mean, you did say it in a nice way compared to the Indian. I had one Indian in one of my streams that were flaming me because I was not taking trades how he liked. Yeah, let's see. This can still stand. Again, now we can look to be targeting lower, but we don't have, do we have a clear drawn liquidity? Not really. That's the only sad part. This would have been like a 0.2%. Maybe I could have executed it 0.4%. I think, I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't know how that guy was called. I don't know what his name was. I'm gonna do this. This is a nice market structure shift if we get it now. But I'm sad about this idea, bro. Why you don't let me risk how much I want to. It's annoying. Why you don't let me risk, gangy? Look at this shit, it's fucking melting. Previously, I think it would have allowed, but I'm not sure I ever had this type of a stop loss. Bro, if you come here to tell me how to trade, just leave the fucking stream. I'm just gonna tell you that. If this gets inverse, I'm gonna tell you this is not safe. Yeah, it does look nice. I think this week is gonna be decent price action compared to the rest of the days we had. Yeah, we have Jaws today. These are news I really like trading around. These are very, very nice news. I actually very like trading around them. Sad, bro. I'm sad about this idea, but it was a one candle idea. That's why it's unusually small. That's why I didn't have margin to execute on this. Unusually small. Or leverage. I don't even know what it is. But yeah. Oh, my bad, bro. I think I had volume up because when we reacted to Danish trades. My bad. Thank you for saying it though. I completely forgot. Let's see, I'm still liking this idea. Still a decent trade, but I would want to get a better stop loss here. So print some price action or an FVG or something that lets me push the stop loss below it, so I can have a bit of a better R. And this, yeah, here I will have margin. Here sadly didn't have margin to execute, but it was a really nice open play. I see this plays a lot, like 5 minutes into London Open we have an entry on UK. Do I want to take price lower? We did confirm the 4-hour inverse, and now we can look to a target here, but I would like to see a bit more reason to be drawn lower, which we don't really have besides the 4-hour inverse. This is not a drawn liquidity, so I don't think we can necessarily take this because we don't have a draw. But yeah, the small idea was valid. Just not enough leverage to execute it. It's too small. It's legitimately one fucking candle. I mean, here we cannot really be biased. I cannot really say anything unless we print something. And even if we short, I'm looking to target this. What entry? Buys or sells? 117411. It's probably euro. Euro meaning. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, on this AVG you entered. I mean, this is a decent buy, and I would target here, but for me, it's just too overextended. It's too overextended for my idea, but yeah, it's a good idea. It's definitely a good trade. I like this, but I would trade off here, not here. It's too risky for me to see that intent come lower. Jew is a bit weak, it is though, but we can also capitalize on sells if we inverse here. Yeah, it's a good trade. I like this. With the only exception that it's overextended. That's the only thing I don't like about this. That's why I'm not trading it, but it's not a bad trade. Not at all. Definitely decent, I would say. You should trade sells. It's gonna fall aggressively, bro. I see full of people that are predicting the market, bro. Like, bro, you guys have to understand that we're not here to predict, we're here to react. So I'm not saying, oh, the market is gonna be fucking bullish from here, we're gonna fly, or I'm neither saying we're gonna fucking melt. I'm just adapting. I have two areas where I'm waiting. If this gets inverse, we're reaching into these equal lows. If this gets inverse, we're reaching higher. It's adapting. That's how I see the market, and that's how I think most of the traders should actually trade, not trying to, oh my god, it's gonna sell aggressively, and then you're gonna fucking marry your bias, and when the market is giving you confluence that is actually switching in the opposite of your bias, you're gonna stay married and you're gonna force bad trades. I mean, that's how I always heard this. I think I read it in Mark Douglas's book as well. You need to be a reactor, not a predictor, because if you're a predictor, you're gonna marry your prediction. That's how I feel like. I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but that's just how I see the market. Yeah, it looks good. Look at this shit. Look at this IO Fed. Look at this, how we wick this shit. This is good. I mean, we cannot predict anything, bro. We have to react. It's good. This is good because it means it's likely gonna drag Geo with it, and I'm gonna can have my idea. So we're gonna see. UK doesn't look like it's gonna continue again. Like a very small idea that I couldn't even take to the point where it was too small. Too small. You break even. Yes, sir. I mean, it should not even return. I mean, careful a bit at these entries, because the entries that get wick like this are a lot of times be getting remitigated when we have wicks like this. So I would just say careful. Me personally, if I would really want to trail my stop loss aggressively, I would trail it here below this inversion, because this is the last point of defense for buyers. That's what I would do. I'm not saying you should do it, but yes, this trade you're in looking good for now. It's actually looking good. But yeah, in my way, maybe with the XY correlation of this 50-minute, yeah, with the XY correlation we could have maybe traded it, because the XY was very unlikely on retracing that much when we are so close to this objective. But it's a good break even, because now that the XY reached this objective, it's likely to see some intent, but I don't think so. I think it's just gonna melt because it's too much momentum coming out of Asia Open. I think it's gonna go at least towards the second objective, meaning your Euro trade will be fine. I think that's what I think here. But yeah, I'm still waiting on my GU. It's a bit weaker apparently, lower time frame, but it doesn't really matter to me. My idea is still valid. So we actually can have a decent stop loss here. We have a 1.5, which I'm actually willing to take here. 1 GU. But we need to see that shit get inversed. Yeah, definitely we need to see that shit. If it respects this, we are gonna be bearish. Yeah, UK completely reversed. It's not risky. I don't see it risky. I think it's risky not to break even, bro. That's the point of breaking even, to take risk off the table. What are you saying, bro? I look at this trade, actually fucking clean. What have I taken it? Still, nah. Just too overextended for me, but yeah, it's definitely a clean trade that you're in. Why would you break even? It's risky, bruh. The point of break even is not being risky. Are you okay in the head? Are you okay in the head, Brody? With this momentum, should be just carrying on. But yeah, it is slightly risky in the sense that this area is very relevant, so we have a high chance of retesting it. But considering the momentum we got, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna go. I think it's just gonna go pretty much. 5 minute target, good move. Yeah. I did see this. I did see this shit. Yeah, 5 minute VG, 15 minute VG, but too open here. Too open for me. It is kind of like a range initiation, but it should probably just continue towards your TP at this point. And Geo looks like it's breaking as well, but I need to see a strong break. Otherwise, I'm not taking the shit. This move doesn't look that promising, I would say. It doesn't look that promising. It looks... Oh, but I do like these gaps that we did form around this level. So I am thinking about executing if I see a decent break. On the counter close, I think I'm placing a limit on the inverse, or maybe even market execution here is fine, but I definitely need to be seeing a close above. Because there's the potential of also holding that order block right there. Yeah, this is good movement we're getting. So, yeah, I'm gonna place my limit as soon as we close. I'm also relatively down to be marketing, but yeah, it's just really fucks my R, so still probably gonna hold it here. Maybe trail it slightly higher though. That's the only thing I would do. I would trail it here like this, which is gives me like a 1.2, because we have that breaker. So this is the only thing I would do. For now it's placed here. For now it's placed here, which offers us more decent R. Because it did get me exactly what I wanted, so there's no point on hesitating at this point. Let me set a stop loss. It didn't set a stop loss. I trailed it only slightly higher, like here. Oh, we get a 1.5, which is really fine for me. Like right there, we should be chilling, unless of course we reverse. But for me, it's still a valid trade, so I'm gonna take it. This would be a case where I would actually think about getting break even. I don't usually break even on my trades, but sadly for now it missed me. It did wick my entry on my MetaTrader. Let me try to see and open my MetaTrader to show you. But I think because of spread it missed me for now, but if it misses me, it misses me, right? It doesn't really matter for me. See Euro. Yeah, it's chilling. Yeah, I think it just missed us, sadly. But I don't think it's gonna be... I think we're still gonna retrace into that point. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro, look at this. Because of spread, it missed me. But I still think we might actually retrace back into that, so... If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it is what it is. Sometimes it happens, right? For now, I am missed in this trade. It didn't have me in. unlikely, sadly, but we should be fine on retracing towards it because yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, bruh. Oh my god, bro, why is you doing this to me, gangs? Bruh, come on, man. Are you seriously doing that shit? Oh my fucking god, bro. I don't care, bro. Fuck, bro, this is so annoying. What did you say? I didn't get filled on my short yesterday that I sent into your Discord. Yeah. I mean, this is just part of trading, bro. At the end of the day, this is just part of trading. Sometimes you get missed on. It just matters how you handle it, to be honest. I would want to see this high stay intact here. If we retrace into my entry now, I'm leaving it open. Otherwise, if we take this high, I'm deleting it because it just becomes too risky. Then I'm waiting for extra confluence. But yeah, for now, it definitely still says valid to leave my entry open because we didn't take the high. So yeah, not even here. I think we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. So yeah, still very pivotal point. It's probably equilibrium. So for now, I'm still letting it open. Because again, as I said, most of the times when we have wicks like this, we actually retrace back into them, or we might just hold from here. Of course, this both way we can do this. It's annoying, but it's part of trading. It's definitely part of trading. This happens inevitably at some point. Same as you lose inevitably at some point, right? Or the same, you go on a trade on a period with no trades. Both, like, all these scenarios happen inevitably. They're just part of trading. So there's no point in being like, oh my god, I just got missed, oh my god, I'm so angry. No, I used to do that shit when yeah, when I was more of a beginner. I used to get so mad at things like this. I mean, probably what is more likely to do, we're just holding off here because we have breaker block and order block. So I think we're actually gonna get missed and persists my TP, but it is what it is, right? This is just trading at the end of the day. But should have normally gotten tapped, but spread. I should have probably placed my entry just higher just to cover that spread, but I didn't think we're just gonna wake that 1 minute FVG though. I thought we were gonna get at least a deeper of a pullback, but you never know with the market. Sometimes it surprises you, I guess. But yeah, as long as we stay that high, we leave that high intact, we're chilling. I don't know about euro though. For now it's valid to leave the trade open, definitely. After we take that high, I'm deleting my trade because it's too risky, and then I'm gonna wait for extra confluence on the retracement if that happens. But still, it's pretty unlikely for us to invalidate, I mean not invalidate, but print through this and then go higher. So I'm not sure, we're probably just gonna print. But this area does look good. I think even on the 3 minute it does look good. Yeah, it does look good. Look at these, really nice how we respected that, this 5 minute breaker block with the wicks here on the 3 minute. Oh my fucking god, that was clean. Where is the Indian that was saying the market is gonna short? Bruh. Yeah, as soon as we take these highs, I'm out. I'm deleting my trade. Let's see what it do. Sad, bro, but it is what it is, right? His spread wouldn't exist, yeah, definitely would have been in it. Or the second option, I would have placed my entry higher, but again, it was so unlikely to wick such a small FVG. Like, it was so unlikely to happen. It would be perfect to fail now, come back, retest here, and then proceed higher prices, but I don't know if that's gonna happen though. Still, it would be nice because we're building buy side, which is even more reasoning for my trade to stay open. But we're just waiting and seeing if price wants to do that. We might also come to this order block here. But overall, I think it's just gonna hold this inverse if we react now. This is actually, I like to see this. I very rarely leave my trades open, but in this case it's actually fine because we didn't manage to form a big huge ass displacement of my entry. For now we still just reacted a bit, so means we're still likely to see my entry tagged here. I'm just gonna smoke a cig and just gonna let it breathe. But yeah, see if we get tapped in. For now it's still chilling. Still chilling because we have a lot of buy sell liquidity getting generated, so for now it's chilling. As soon as we take that out, because it's just risky, right? And as soon as we take the high, if we react lower and coming to our entry is actually more likely to be bearish, right? Because how we should behave to this high is we gap over it. So yeah, I think stop loss is fine. I'm going 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 pretty much. Let's see. Let's see if we do get tapped in. We might now, considering that we failed again to break higher. Yeah, this is perfect for my trade idea for now. Maybe even a scaling actually can work on this trade, because this is a bit of a wider stop loss than usual. It's not such a point of no return, it's more like a continuation rather than inverse. Yeah, it's more of a continuation. So yeah, we have the potential of also reacting of this London high, but I think it's just temporary. For now, I also like that we're not coming very aggressively lower. Yeah, this should be chilling overall, so I'm gonna let it open. Okay, so we got like, for now it's pretty bearish, but again, I'm not scared about this. I'm trusting my trade, right? It did exactly what I want to. There's no reason to be scared. I also want to execute on my personal. I forgot about my personal. So, I'm gonna do that in the meantime. We actually are in a good point of executing. So, I'm just trying to find GU. Okay, it's very nice for inspection for now. So, we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna buy market here. Okay. Oh my god, spread this garbage. But yeah, still chilling. For now, I really like this reaction because the sellers got rejected here. So this is a very good reaction, usually seen when we actually come higher and inverse. But it does depend upon what price wants to do, as always. Let me set a take profit on my personal, and we should be chilling overall. I really like this wicks that we're getting. Right there. It's gonna be a 1 hour on the personal. I don't know why, but apparently it is. Yeah, this is my personal. If you're wondering, we got filled pretty badly because of market execution, but yeah. It should be fine though. I really like how we're rejecting here. I like these wicks. It should be really fine. We gotta pay attention definitely at London highs here. Because now it's generated liquidity, so we can easily take that as a draw, but invalid R. So cannot really take my take profit. For now, I like this. I like how we rejected, breaking the low pretty much. It should be fine. Bro, Romania is so fucking cold right now. It's like winter, bro. I think it's like 7 degrees Celsius in Romania right now, which is crazy. We start looking good. Let's see. Yeah, they do look good, but the only thing weird is that they don't really have a POI. And as I said, the only thing I would be scared about is because DXY took that objective, but see, this is a very good POI that should respect lower. This is usually continuation behavior, which I talk about a lot of times, which is when we take an objective for price to have a high chance of continuing towards the next, we want to see a gap form around the liquidity objective, which is exactly what we did here. If this gets inverse, it kind of decreases the chances of holding lower, but this should stay respected. If this stays respected, we're very clear on reaching on the next objective. The only thing I don't like is this general pattern, but it should be still fine. We're gonna see. I really like these wicks, and for me, GU was stronger than Euro, and it had a way proper rebalance, but we're kind of holding bearish for now. We're gonna see. We're holding a bit bearish, but it's all good though. I think we might come for this order block. And we still have buy sell liquidity, so I'm pretty confident that we should be reaching towards that again. The only thing that might make the trade slightly risky is Asian highs. We took Asian highs. But overall, yeah, I think still it's a good trade. We're gonna see when I journal, but for now I'm still trusting it. Because it did exactly what I wanted to, and there's no reason to doubt it. We are in that order block that I really think we should be holding higher from here. You see that in 10. That's a thing. Most of the times I actually look to have take profit on Asian highs, but in this case we had a gap to continue towards the next objective. So overall I think the trade was fine and is fine. But as I said, the only thing I don't like is this pattern. But I don't think that makes the trade lose though still. Yeah, we got a good reaction for now. We just want to see carry on. We want to see carry on. We want to see this get inversed. Wait. Wanna see both of these get inverse here. This is very bearish. Very, very bearish. Where's shapes, objects? Oh, here. Yeah, this is pretty bad, I would say. It pretty much means stop loss getting hit here. Yep. Or we can still hold, but it did reject pretty well, but this is bad. It pretty much means stop loss getting hit here. Bruh. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I don't see this trade being wrong still. Could have probably closed here. Yeah, it is what it is. We're not doing that great on the funded, but I'm not gonna doubt myself. Let me check. I don't think this is a bad trade overall. Probably what made it risky is Asian highs getting taken here. Oh my god, we're melting. You were right. If that's what we wanted to hear, yeah, you were right. But it's still a valid trade for me, so even though it's annoying, yeah, I took a loss, but what can you do? Part of trading as well. Oh my god, we're actually melting. You were right on that part. I think I'm minus 4% right now. Yeah, but we're chilling. I'm still choosing to trust. What is this though? Oh my fucking god. I don't think this was a force trade whatsoever. I think now we're reaching back into the sell side right there. But yeah, this was probably, I mean, it was London session for me. I'm not looking to be trading no more, but I still think it was a fine trade. Yeah, annoying, but part of trading as always. I don't know where this pump of volatility really came in from, but for me still, I'm thinking, I will think about this. Yeah, maybe it was slightly forced though, but I still don't think so though. Am I tripping? Because buy sell liquidity was taken here. Let me delete this. Yeah, probably because of this I shouldn't have taken it, but still solid draw Asian. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think about this once I journal. I really don't feel like journaling right now, so probably gonna do it later. But yeah, this was our trade for today. Sadly got stopped out massively, which is all good though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I did it from a bad space of mind though. I still think it was a good trade, and we did reject pretty well here. We had buy sell liquidity. We should have continued, but what made it fail probably is this, which I didn't realize. I don't trade towards untaken liquidity, but this time I did trade towards taken liquidity. So that's probably what made it fail here, and we actually did react of this, which is kind of crazy. End of London high, yeah. This is the only reason probably why this trade failed, is because of liquidity getting taken here. So yeah, we'll live and learn. Technically broke my rules, but didn't even realize, to be honest. I still thought it's a good trade. Even AU melted, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I think we're actually gonna still continue bullish. I'm thinking, but overall I still think it's fine. I think this is the reason why I shouldn't have taken this trade, legitimately. I don't know what I did. Yeah, and we did hold that POI. So yeah, the thing is, yesterday I did say I'm not trading into this, and today I traded into it, so kind of without realizing I forced a trade. But yeah, it is what it is. Gonna learn as always. Not gonna get demoralized, because I'm not gonna spiral into negative thoughts. That's just not gonna help at all. So yeah, look at this shit, bro. God damn. And we're probably still gonna hold bullish of this, but really not looking to entry. I think we just caused a massive reaction. Yeah, this is, it's just too highly resistant, I would say, and we're still in that strong higher time frame area, so this buy should have just been avoided. I'm just thinking in terms of validity, it is valid, but the one thing that it isn't valid, drone liquidity. Because drone liquidity had liquidity getting taken, which is actually, I just said this when I started the stream. When price takes liquidity or when price makes the pullbacks, it's unlikely to take that high. So I think that's what it take. It doesn't mean it's not gonna take the high. It just means it can cause a massive reaction, which is exactly what we got caught in. And now price is gonna buy after this. Yeah, very likely that shit is gonna happen, but it is what it is, right? Sometimes you lose. As long as you learn, you're chilling. Yeah, we just came for this. It's just too highly over resistant area. First of all, it's just too strong. This consolidation with very strong POI. Second, this is also strong. Yeah, this was troll without realizing. So yeah, it is what it is. What matters is that I get back up and learn from this. Because yeah, drone liquidity, what is our drone liquidity? We did have these lower time frame highs, but and I could have also closed here when I saw that bearish inspection, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna journal this soon, but for now I think I'm just gonna take a break and just chill. It is annoying, but what can you do, right? Phase 1 went so fucking well, and now this is how phase 2 goes, but gotta keep our heads up. I don't think generally it's that bad of a trade, but I think it's definitely should have been skipped. It definitely should have been skipped. Because of this, just draw not being clear. Draw should have been Asian highs though, but we did take Asian highs, and then just the idea gets invalidated. This was decent though. Too small of idea, sadly. So yeah, that's what I think this trade lost. But it is what it is. As I said, sometimes you gotta relearn things. So even if I lose this account, it is what it is. Sometimes we're humans, we cannot keep our execution top tier every single time. Sometimes we lack, we slip. What matters is how fast you can get up from that slip, really. That's what really matters at the end of the day. How fast can you get up from that slip? Which was, in this case, this was a slip. And that's usually a pattern I also notice about myself. When I don't take trades for long periods of time, I usually, the first trade I take ends up being a bad trade and a loser. Because I kind of just lose, I don't know, lose sight of what I was doing before because inactivity, and yeah, pretty much it. But I really think I was gonna buy, and it's gonna go here, just manipulate it. But it is sad, but you gotta learn. You're gonna take a break, chill, and come back New York or see what we have. But I gotta learn from this. I cannot be trading into very high resistance zones. This clear strong supply. Yeah, this was a bit troll. I just didn't realize in the moment. I just fell off my execution. Yeah, this one, bro, I got stopped out. It was a pretty bad trade though. I mean, it was good, but with some small signs that I should have skipped it. But it is what it is. Yeah, just too high resistance. Yesterday I did say I'm not trading into this, and today I traded into this, which is highly resistant. Yo, there's definitely a kind of no trade area, waiting either to break above and continue bullish for the flow, or wait for price to break lower and then continue selling. But yeah, sad, it is what it is. Gotta learn. I'm gonna come back stronger as always. Not gonna let some shit like this disappoint me, or I don't know. Yeah, not as easy as phase 1 went, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna go like that. It's just, yeah, some slips, definitely. I really think it's still gonna hold though, but we did come look at this shit. We did come from exactly the area where we had taken my entry. I did take a lot of trades like this though. I was able to was feeling it was off as soon as I saw this kind of rejection here. But I believe that this is gonna hold. Yeah, I think it's fine. Now I still think it's gonna hold higher, but yeah, I don't know. I still think it's definitely gonna hold higher off here. It's just that always these strong resistant areas cause reactions like this. That's why you don't want to trade in it. Because most of the times, look at that area, that POI first cause a reaction, then cause a massive second one. just to manipulate you out. That's why you don't want to be really trading in areas like this. Very high resistance, and it's high resistance, we already know from ICT. This is where it's high resistance, this is where it's high resistance. You want to kind of trade in between and still buy. It's just not that clear. So yeah, it was a troll trade, but yeah, as always, gotta learn. Didn't force it because I wanted to be in a trade. Took it because I generally thought it was good, but it isn't good now looking back at it. On this, drawn liquidity out, no trades. As simple as that. Yo, now it's still is definitely gonna hold. It's gonna come for this. But yeah, gonna take a break, gonna journal. Not really feeling like I'm journal now, but gonna journal later definitely. This is actually, yeah, a forced trade definitely. But didn't force it because I wanted to trade. Took it because I thought it was good. That's the only thing. But I did break one of my rules, which is drawn liquidity. Like drawn liquidity cannot really be only highs, right? Cannot really be only highs. We need some equal highs. We need either, we can also have Asian highs. So either like not this being present or targeting Asian highs, which Asian highs was already taken here. Yeah, now it definitely looks like it's gonna buy, but I'm not gonna re-enter this. I'm not gonna re-enter. Really good mitigation here. It's probably gonna continue. Same with Euro, likely gonna happen. But yeah, that was it for today. Not the greatest way to start again trading again, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta fall, so you're able to realize some things. But yeah, I'm gonna see you in New York. Pretty bad trade, not the greatest, but gonna learn as usual. I'm gonna come back stronger.